When a key reliever grimaces on the mound and walks off mid-inning, hearts drop. Not just in the dugout, but across the fan base. Because in baseball, one pitch can change everything. Tanner Scott, one of the Dodgers' trusted left-handed relievers, exited Monday night's game against the Minnesota Twins after throwing just 23 pitches. In the ninth inning, with the Dodgers holding a 5-2 lead, Scott was suddenly seen flexing his forearm after a pitch in the dirt. Manager Dave Roberts and a trainer immediately came out to check on him. Moments later, Scott walked off the field, clearly uncomfortable, and that left a wave of concern behind him. The word used to describe what he felt? A sting. And that one word has now become the center of the Dodgers bullpen conversation. Scott was scheduled to undergo an MRI on Tuesday to determine the source and seriousness of the discomfort. Roberts confirmed after the game that Scott felt the sting on a single pitch, not throughout the inning, which could mean a localized issue rather than prolonged damage. Still, when a pitcher feels something sharp or sudden in their throwing arm, especially the forearm, it's impossible not to think of the worst-case scenarios. These are the moments where teams have to hold their breath, hope for clean scans, and prepare for every outcome. Before his exit, Scott managed to record 2 outs, but he also walked one batter and hit another. It wasn't his sharpest outing, but more importantly, it wasn't about performance, it was about health. As Roberts described, Scott was emotionally not well after the incident. That's a very human reaction. These athletes train their entire lives to perform at the highest level, and when something unexpected happens to their body, especially during a game, it's not just a physical jolt, it's an emotional one too. The fear of uncertainty can hit just as hard as any injury. The immediate good news is that the X-ray and manual testing came back positive. That means no fracture and possibly no structural damage, at least based on what trainers could assess in the moment. But the MRI will be the real test. It's the scan that looks inside tendons, muscles, and ligaments, the areas most vulnerable to strain or tears in a pitcher's arm. So while there's room for optimism, there's also a clear reason for caution. And with the Dodgers already managing other bullpen concerns, losing Scott, even for a short time, could change their approach heading into the heart of the season. Tanner Scott has been a vital piece in the Dodgers relief corps. His ability to get outs from the left side and keep hitters off balance with his fastball slider combo has made him a reliable option late in games. In a bullpen that has seen its share of ups and downs, Scott's presence has been one of the stabilizing factors. His absence, even temporarily, means more pressure on the remaining arms and potentially opens the door for reinforcements from the minors or trade market. It's also a reminder of how fragile the role of a reliever can be. One day you're the go-to guy. The next, you're in a scanner room waiting for answers. As fans and teammates wait for updates, what stands out most is the human side of the moment. A player hurting, a manager reacting instantly, and a team preparing for change. Baseball is a long season, filled with big plays and quiet setbacks. This moment with Tanner Scott might not show up in the highlights, but it tells a deeper story about health, resilience, and the quiet tension that comes with every pitch thrown in a major league game. All eyes will now be on the results of that MRI and how the Dodgers move forward. For now, the hope is simple. That sting was nothing more than a warning, not a warning sign.